So the negatives are of a larger format, especially when compared to the digital cameras of today, which are small enough to fit in your pocket, and the actual image sensor inside them is also quite small. So we're starting with a lot of information when we come into the digitisation process, and we're able to create a high resolution file and then zoom right down in on the details and see, street signs and, people and faces and things that wouldn't necessarily be apparent just looking at the negative. So there are 4 main sizes of glass plate negatives in the archive, and there's the kind of larger size, which is around a 6 by 8 inch negative, right down to a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 negative. And that actually reflects the kind of technology, the camera technology that the police were using. So a lot of times they were only using available light because flash technology hadn't quite yet progressed. So they had these large cameras, they were on tripods, they were letting light flood in, natural light that was coming onto the scene. And gradually, as time progressed over the period, the cameras became smaller and more portable, and you can see that reflected in the size of the negatives. So photographic materials are particularly sensitive to environmental conditions. So we decided to build a cool storage area, and all the material is now stored inside a separate room within the work area that we have. And that room runs an independent air conditioning system at about 18 degrees and 35% relative humidity, which stabilises the material and allows us time to do research and digitisation, and also to care for the material long term in those conditions. So the archive is quite large. We estimate it to be over 130,000 negatives in size, and we have not yet looked at every single image. And so when you come to look in a box, you're never sure when you open it whether you're going to find a street scene or an interior scene or something more banal like a fingerprint. So it is quite an exciting process to go through when we are looking through the archive. Really, the images are a wonderful record of Sydney at the time.